Took my family away from my Carolina home. Had dreams about the West and started to roam. 6 long months on a dust-covered trail. They say heaven's at the end, but so far it's been hell. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. We were digging and shifting 5 to 5, selling everything we found just to stay alive. Gold flowed free like the whiskey in the bars. Sinning was the big thing, Lord, and Satan was a star. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Dance hall girls were the evening treat. Empty cartridges and blood lined the streets. Men were shot down for the sake of having fun, or just to hear the noise of their 44 guns. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Now my widow, she weeps by my grave. Tears flow free for her man she couldn't save. Shot down in cold blood by a gun that carried fame, all for the useless and no good, worthless claim. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Waiting for me there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, YouTubers and friends, how are all of you doing tonight? I don't know why I'm moving my hands and pointing at you when I say that, because you can't see it, because I'm using my Zoom avatar. But hey, all of you, welcome to Tuesday Night Hangout Live. Tonight's Open Line Tuesday, where if you choose, you could come up, be my guest, also show us what you got. Email me your treasure porn so we could feed you fiends out there like GoPro Unlimited, and you all know who the rest of you are. Also, I'm thinking about maybe taking a random name by the help of Nightbot in the chat and sharing some channels out and looking at their channels and their about page and their shorts and whatnot. Just thinking. Holy crap, it's AI Ed. Yeah, it is, Bill. Yeah, it is. I've been losing weight for way too long, GoPro Unlimited. I'm down a few sides. That I am, Smith's Gold. That I am looking a little bit different. Yeah, well, I could hide certain things that I'm doing right now by this little feller here. Gotta love technology at times. Good to see you, Smith's Gold brother, Brad Welsh, GoPro Unlimited, my friend, John Nebo. How you doing, John? Good to see Nebo Gold Adventures in the house, and our friends from down under, Bill, Ohioan, Ohio Relic Hunter, sometimes mistaken by me and a couple others as Ohio River History. I don't know how I do that. I blame it on my blonde locks. Yeah. Terry Marshall from down under, the opal and gold hunter himself. Robinson Prospecting, always good to see you, brother. David Alfonsetti. Art, good to see you, my friend. Mr. Lodak, as always, it's great to see you. The world's greatest moderator. Eric Carter having some family time in the Great Smoky Mountains. And our friend Caleb from Down Under was first, and we have Great Lakes Adventures in the house with us tonight. All these awesome people in the house. Also, my good friend Robert Dupati is in the shed with us tonight. Hey, Tom Kingery, how you doing? And like our friend says down here, don't forget to smash that thumbs up. Peeps, I'd greatly appreciate it. Share it out if you'd like. It'd mean a lot. More people in here, more shares, more thumbs up, the more I get picked up by the YouTube algorithm. Did you get a bad cut or what? Yeah, no doubt, huh, John? No doubt. Here in a few minutes, I'll be going to the other set, but yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and talk like this for a little bit. Hope you don't mind. Moon over Miami. Hello, hello, hello. Carson Prospecting in the house. I hope you like your package, buddy. David Villa. Hola, mi amigo. Terry Curry, good evening, my Great White North friend. All of you, FlashFam, part of the treasure hand. So many fingers on that hand, too. Well, I'm gonna put a little background music on here for us, I think. And then I'll be hopping over to the other set here in 1 second. Excellent, Carson. Excellent. Excellent, brother. Thank you, my man. Now, everybody, if you don't know Carson Prospecting, get acquainted with the man. I've had the privilege of hanging out with him in person a couple times now, and there'll be more in the future, I'm sure. If anyone's interested, Mr. Lodak and I are having a Reds Coins and Collectibles auction starting an hour before the bar over at JP's. I know, usually I end up stepping on my brother, but he said it's cool. But there's always things called multiple tabs. Or if you're like a few of us that have multiple monitors, you can keep an eye on everything at once. Might keep your eyes busy, but hey, you know. Okay, I think I'm gonna head over to the other set. So don't go away. I'll be right back.
Tuesday night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night Hangout Live. With your host Ed Marvin. Tuesday night Hangout Live is a flashinyourpan production.
Pardon me. Hey, everybody. I just thought I'd have a little shits and giggles and use my avatar. It's great to see all of you. I have some exciting news. If you've looked on my channel, you might see who I have coming up at the end of the month or even next week, but I think I have a pretty awesome lineup for this month. Next week, I'm having Jason the Mason, my friend from Flower Gold Wizards. That should be a great show. It's been a while since we've had Jason here, along with my special guest co-host, Rose Nose Treasure, formerly part of the Treasure Vixen and was a co-host of Tuesday Night Hangout Live for quite a while. Kyle King Prospecting, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you. Yeah. Uh, Also, then I have the publisher of American Digger magazine on the 21st. Butch Holcomb. Holcomb? Bill, is that how you pronounce that? Along with my guest co-host that week will be Liz, the Digging Canuck. Uh, Liz is a good friend of mine and has sent me some Havanas a couple of times. Talk about a good cigar. Brian No Pants. They're good. They were good. Then on the 28th, we're having Steve Rydell from Bering Sea Gold join us. From the talk with him I had on the phone, I think it's going to be a good time. Also, my guest co-host for that is going to be... I have the wrong person wrote in there. I messed up, but it's going to be Brian Wilder, which we all know has been on Bering Sea Gold, went back working as a cameraman for the production company, and has gotten to know Steve Rydell fairly good. So that should be a great show, but I think they're all great. Yes, I'm biased, but I think they'll all be great. Liz, thinking Canuck, were your ears burning? I was just talking about you. Give my love to you and the whole Canuck family. Uh, Glad to see you here, Liz. Glad to see you here. Liz is also an outstanding live streamer and that does make regular content too, other than live, and she does a real good job. Finds some excellent Canadian treasures, and I I just love that gal. She's awesome. Awesome, I tell you. Awesome. But let's see. No one's sending in any treasure porn, Jeff. Man, you must be having some withdrawals too. Uh, Also, I'm sure there's an after party and Zoom over at goldprospectorspace.com tonight. Mr. Lodak, if I'm wrong, please let me know. I usually head over there and chit chat with some of my Gold Prospectors Space friends and family over at goldprospectorspace.com. It's a great website, and it's not just for prospectors, it's for treasure hunters. Um, and during the winter months, it gets pretty active, and we have great moderators over there. Of course, Mr. Lodak's the main one over there. Uh, yeah, after party later after the show. Oh, but yep. So back for the rest of this month's lineup: Jason the Mason, the Flower Gold Wizard, with my friend as guest co-host, Rose Nose Rocks, formerly co-host here on Tuesday Night Hangout Live, and Liz could help me out on this. Bill. I didn't see Bill's. I didn't see Bill's reply to it, but on the 21st we have Butch Holcomb, publisher of American Digger magazine, with my guest co-host that week will be Liz the Digging Canuck. Uh, she's in the room now, Digging Canuck treasure hunter. Top shelf, top-notch individual she is. And the last of the month, again, is Bering Sea Gold, Stephen Rydell, with guest co-host Brian Wilder of American Gold Prospectors here on YouTube. So let me throw out the link, see if anyone would like to come up and join me for a little bit. Plenty of room and M&M's in the green room at this time. So I think I'm going to select someone randomly in chat, and we're going to look at their channel. What? Ha ha. Ha ha. Or maybe I'll put in a comment. Yeah, because maybe not everybody wants to have you see their channel, because not everybody's in here has a channel, really. If you put in share my channel in the chat, is not case sensitive, but it is. Swiftwater Tony's in the house. Good to see you, Swifty. Also, I thought I saw Willie Shiny Gold, another Arizonian, in the house. Good to see you, Willie and Scott Swiftwater Tony. Hey, look what we have here. We have Swiftwater Tony, so let me hide a couple of things. I have to get that out of the way. If I could find out where I put it. Looks like Swifty is getting things situated while I'm getting things situated. Maybe I'll turn off my avatar for him. You're muted though, Swifty.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
I didn't miss you, Ed. I didn't miss you this time. Woohoo!
It's about time you showed up. I know you hop in when you can, Swifty. How you doing, Swiftwater?
Man, I'm doing all right today. I've just had so much going on. I'm trying to get my side-by-side fixed so I can get out on the claims. I'm a week freaking late already, and it's bugging the hell out of me. But I have to have the side-by-side able to get out there and not get stuck so I can get back.
Right.
So yeah, it's taking a lot of stuff today. I got some good people working on it. They're going to make it really quick, really simple. And the stuff that I looked up for my actual Polaris, believe it or not, they said that I might need a new top end. I'm like, oh my God, what's that going to cost? Well, I looked it up. It's only $240. I'm like, dude, if you think it's top end, we'll replace it. Got a fuel pump to put in there. I still got to put the fuel pump in. That's $70. So hey, rather than going out and buying another $7,000, $8,000 side by side, it's going to be below $500 with the mechanics cost in it. I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good.
So are you working solo this year, or is Rob coming out again?
Well, I wanted Rob to come out, and he said, well, he had some stuff going on at his home spot, which I could totally understand. Him, and I guess him and his family had to put another roof on the house, so he kind of took some of his savings and helped with that. And with that, he didn't want to come out this year. He wants to come out next year. But I was like, dude, you got to come out. He thinks it's going to be another wet winter. I'm like, no, we don't. We've never had 2 wet winters in a row, like since I've been here. Never in 20 years, 15 years, never had 2 wet winters. So I hope he's doing the right thing. But man, I hate to work alone. You never know, rock and roll on your leg and you're trapped. That stuff happens.
Oh, it does. I know you're not dumb, Scott, but your hole I've seen a couple of seasons, it looks really close to a coyote hole.
Well, I don't get dumb, but I get close to being that guy. But I know when to back out.
I hope so, because I've actually known a miner die from a coyote hole. Can be dangerous.
Well, I mean, you know as well as I do, Ed. You can't trust the ground.
No. It moves, especially when you're digging in there and moving boulders and rocks and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if you take it like last year when Rob was here, that was pretty good because we were digging on. But you take the year before when Rob was here, we had what we call danger hole 1, danger hole 2, because it was dangerous. But there was that much clay and had a lot of roots through it, like tree roots and stuff like that. So it's more than likely that won't drop on us. Like there's a couple pieces that'll drop on us. And, if you get one that goes, ow, that hurt my shoulder. All right, it's time to just knock everything down. But we've had a couple good times where we didn't have to worry about it. But this year, working alone, it's not gonna bug me because of rocks rolling down on me. What's gonna bug me is because of the number one, it takes a lot of camaraderie to go out and do this every day. And you guys got to understand, like when Christmas and Thanksgiving goes up, I'm still out there digging. I don't care about holidays.
Holidays? What are holidays?
Well, I mean, like you got to understand, Lisa, she likes to cook Thanksgiving. She likes to do Christmas. and so we gotta appease her, which
Right.
is not only my old lady, but it's my backer now, one of my big backers. And she expects a certain thing, and she's like the same thing. Hey, if I'm cooking until 1 o'clock, you're out there digging till 1 o'clock. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Well, she's been your partner more than one way for a while. And yeah, when even if you don't have investments and you're investors and you're doing all that work,
Right.
because I know from experience, past experience, when you own claims, you do a lot of work to keep those claims. It ain't
Well,
free.
Ed, it ain't. It's not just about keeping them. You have to go. Oh my God, I don't even know. You remember that? Remember that drill I showed you guys? I had a Facebook video of the drill I used.
Yeah.
You know how many drill holes I got out there? I mean, seriously. If I actually marked every one of them out and went up on top of the overlook and look over, you can just see. You can see where you need to go. You can see the ones that found gold, the ones that didn't find gold. But
Well, you're
me and
smart. You're drilling.
Right. But me and Rob last year found out where there was like the guys were down there mining in the 80s, and they put dump truck loads like six, like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven dump truck loads in a pile. But they never got to run it because the water never hit, and they lost their license, and they had to take everything back out. But the pile is still sitting there. So that's what me and Rob worked on all last year. That's what I'm going to work on all this year. It's going to be that same freaking pile. It's everything that they wanted to run is in that pile. Now, what sucks is because there's big rocks, there's small rocks, and you know that we're not getting anything over a quarter inch, nothing over a quarter inch. So I got to classify everything. That leaves a lot of rocks here and there, piles here and there. You got to keep moving your stuff. It makes it kind of hard, and it makes it really hard now that Rob's not going to be here this year. It's going to kind of suck. I thought he was going to come here in like January or something like that, and we can catch up on some stuff and get it going again, like we wanted to. But like last year, Rob kind of got Rob. He didn't get screwed, but he kind of did, because all the gold that he actually dug, we actually got because Lisa was funding him for his necessities through living, and we had two months we couldn't do anything.
Yeah, you had
Now,
some pretty wild weather.
yeah. Now Rob got to go down and run sluice box, and I told him, I said, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm used to running so much dirt, and if I can't run that much dirt, I just don't want to do it, which is a bad frame of mind to be in. Because if you're still getting gold, you're still getting gold. But I told him, I said, if you go down there and you run that sluice box, everything you get off that claim is yours. So that's what he got to take home, was everything was his. And
Right.
everything we dug together, he kind of lost because we were, helping him out and through the 2 months that he was down. And he doesn't want to do that again. And Lisa don't want to do that again. She wants to make sure he's able to fund himself in case something happens. He's going to be fine. So it's kind of weird. It's a double-edged sword. I mean, it's just no. I wanted him to come back this year. I really did, because he's a number one great guy. Everybody loves him. Like everybody up at the freaking Shalene's, like our local watering hole, they're like, "Oh, when's
Right.
Rob coming back?" They like Rob. They want him to come back. They want to see him. They want to talk about what he's doing down on the claim and stuff like that. But it's just gonna suck, because now I'm out there. I don't have a partner this year again, which sucks. But yeah, I wanted him to come, but like I said, he had family help he had to do, and that takes over everything that
Family
is gold.
first, brother. Family first.
That's right, and that's what took over. That's what took it over. And you know what? I respect him for it, and he's got his own thing. But man, it's just gonna suck, because this year I'll be doing it by myself. But luckily, I'm not going to be in any holes. It's just going to be like everything I dig is coming down to me. It's like it's already piled there by a dump truck. So I'm not digging in a hole. I'm just taking everything there is around me, taking everything.
You're working the oh, what do they call that in hard rock mining, or a lot like drift mining too. They store all their good stuff to run later. So that's all what you're working
Yeah,
now.
it's a spoils pile.
Right.
They know, like I said, back in the day, they knew they wanted to run this stuff, but
Right.
the water didn't come through because they were doing there's 6-inch PVC pipe down on my claim that they just piled up. So they had a big frickin' pump down there at one time, but the water never comes, so they couldn't run it. And then their claim ran out, or their license, or their whatever they were doing ran out, so they couldn't use anything anymore. And they just said, "Heck with it, I'll leave it alone." But what's good is because the stuff is still there. It's got gold in it, and which I know dry washing is not the best way to do it. But if you ask Rob what we put through our dry washer and how I know how to set up a dry washer, I'm going to say I get 90% out of the dry washer because I know how to run it nice, even, low, and slow. And we get a lot of we've tested our tailings piles. And if you find a flake in it, I'm like, oh man, oh my God, we found a flake. But if you think about 40 buckets a day, 80 buckets a day, one flake, dude, I'm catching the gold. I'm not even
Right.
worried about
I don't care what you run, you're gonna have some loss anyway. It's just
it. Yeah.
how much loss are you willing to lose? But
Well, I mean,
that's good.
in a dry washer, it's usually, I mean, how do you say this? If you were to buy a dry washer today and you come out here, Ed, you're going to have 65% gold because you do not know about a dry washer, how it works, how it's set up. You got to,
I have a good idea. I've never used one, but I've
that's what I'm saying. That's what's going to kill you because you're going to think of water. And you got to remember, in a dry washer, the riffles are backwards.
it's backwards and a little steeper, and you use vibration and air to
Yes.
separate your gold from your overburdens from
Yeah.
your
And see, a lot of people that
material.
actually start out doing dry washing out here, they think the air means the most. The air does not mean the most. Your air is 50% and your vibration is 50%. If you think your air is 80% and your vibration is nothing, you're losing gold. Because what it is that air keeps everything bubbling like your
Right,
black sand. It keeps it bubbling like the water does. It keeps it puffed up because it's black sand. But if you've got the vibration, the gold is going to find its way through the black sand. And once it's in the cup, once it's in that riffle, it can't come back out. It's impossible.
right.
I mean, if you get that same way of thinking, man, I'm telling you, you'll get a lot more gold. But like I said, a lot of people like yourself that use wet equipment, they try to use the wet equipment method on dry washing, and it's about 20% of what you see on a wet if you could use on dry washing. The rest of the stuff, it's trial and error. I mean, if you go back in your tailings and you find 14 colors of gold, you're doing something wrong with your dry washer.
Right.
The air's too high. Your riffles are, they're too sloped. They're not flat enough. Which I like mine like 1 inch. I like that stuff to sit there and have to actually push across the next riffle because I know that the air is working underneath where we can't see it, and the gold's just going and it gets right in the cup. Once it's in the cup, it will not move. It can't go anywhere. So, but yeah, it's gonna suck this year, Ed. I'm gonna miss my compadre, so to speak.
Right, right. Your partner in crime.
Well, that's like I said. There's a lot of people here that know Rob, and they like Rob. And they're like, when's he coming back, man? He was so fun to be with, and I'm
Well,
just.
what's not to like about Rob?
But have you seen the guy? Good Lord, look at his face. That's if he's listening tonight.
You never know. Rob might be in here. I do have a few lurkers, and I love them all too. But yeah, you know.
It was funny because he asked the first year, like, hey man, I'd like to, I'm like, you know what, I need a new partner, because the last one I lost was, are we live on the air on YouTube or no?
Oh yeah, we're live.
Okay, I won't say no cuss words then. Anyway, he lost
Please don't.
he lost his freaking mind, and I don't know if he got on drugs or whatever, and then he started talking about everybody around town, and then when he said something about my old lady, which did everything to help him, that just, he hung himself. So when I started looking for a new partner, I got Rob, and he's like, oh, I always want to come out. I was like, all right, man, I'll give you a chance. Come on out. And when he come on out, he was like willing to go like the extra mile. He didn't figure on staying here or staying there or doing this and doing that. He's like, hey man, I got a tent. I could do it. We'll stay down there. I'm like, all right, now I know you're serious. And he become like not only just a good friend, he become a great partner. So for him not to show up this year, it's gonna kind of suck a lot. But I mean, it is what it is. And I hope next year he does what he does in California, metal detects. I hope he gets enough money where he says, screw it, we're coming back out. But I wish he would come back out this year, because he thinks it's going to be a wet year because of California. We don't have anything in Arizona to do with California. It's not going to be wet here. It's going to be dry. It's going to be a dry winter. And it's just, like I said, I miss the extra hands, like the stuff that, it takes to move the dirt that I do. Usually it takes two to make it easy. But for me, myself, I'll go out there 9 o'clock in the morning. I'll work till 1, 2 o'clock, and then run everything through the dry washer. I'll get out of there by 5 o'clock. It's a whole day's work for one person. For two people to run 80 buckets, which 40's you, 40's me, you cut that down half. That way, and you never shut off your engine, so you're not wasting gas. That was just a better deal. It was just a better deal for me. And yeah, I'm going to see how it works this year. I don't know. I'm going to start. I got to start making videos again, because everybody's getting antsy.
What happened to Swifty?
Yeah,
Willie, Swiftwater's Tony is in Arizona. So is Willie Shiny Gold Swiftwater.
Right. I'm just saying, if you get, like I said, when it comes to working with two people better than one, it works a lot more efficient.
Well, it's more efficient, and for other reasons, it's always a good thing. I've lived in the desert.
Well, it's a lot of
I lived in Arizona for a while. There's a lot of stuff that can happen, but that goes for anywhere.
Yeah, but it can happen here in Arizona very quickly. Like you talk about, you're you know what? If you go in, you know where you got to go. Oh, I'll keep digging this layer. You can only go so far in when your feet's hanging out and the ground goes, you're dead.
Oh yeah. Plus, there's other mishaps that could happen: rattlesnakes, cougars, or mountain lions. And
Well, I mean, like right
those
now, Ed,
those little boar-looking things.
Yeah, but I'm saying, Ed, right now we don't there's not really a big deal with rattlesnakes. It's getting down to 50 degrees at night. They're going to be
True.
cold.
They'll be going into hibernation soon.
Exactly. That's why I said my stuff never starts until after October, or at the start of October.
Yeah,
because you can there's a few snakes still out there, but you can keep an eye. By November, you're not going to see a snake.
You're good there with any of those critters.
Yeah. Now you'll still see javelina, but they run away. You can see a mountain lion, but when you clank a couple shovels, that mountain lion's like, that's not food, I'm going to go away. If you make noise, they leave. Like when you start up your dry washer engine, there's nothing around. Like there's not even birds around. They're like, nah, we already know you're there. We're not going to stick around. So that's always good. But like I said, as a safety aspect, just in case you dig one out of the sand, which I've dug rattlesnakes, big giant scorpions, whip spiders. They've all been right on my lap. I just pick them up and go that way. Get out of here. I mean, I've seen scorpions. There's scorpions that you see in Arizona that are like little bitty. Those are the ones you always worry about. But the ones we dig up, they're as big as my freaking thumb, and they got pinchers like a crawdad. So they can really hurt you, but they're so cold that when they come out, they're like, they don't even react. You can pick them up.
They're pretty lethargic, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just too cold.
It does get really cold in the desert. Yeah.
Hey, our stuff's getting down to 40 degrees at night. Now, mind you, it's only 2.5, 3 hours because, it's always coldest before the dawn.
Right.
So it's always 3 or 4 hours. But man, if you're sitting there 3 and 4 hours sitting there in a sleeping bag, man, it's like 9 to 10. It just takes a lot to get through the winter here in Arizona because it's we got the extreme heat or we got extreme cold.
We
don't have that. Yeah, it's not California where they're like, oh, it's 75 degrees in the morning.
Yeah, it isn't San Diego or even like my homeboy Carson, OC, where. But, after all, California is desert too, and it has its cold times.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it doesn't have the cold
times.
I
know you're not. I know you're
not.
But
like if you take, what do they call that? Death Valley.
Yeah.
Okay. Death Valley 2 years ago, what it hit? 125 degrees in the summer. Now, what do you think that hits in the wintertime?
Oh.
You're freaking freezing.
Below zero.
You are freezing. I mean, that is the most up and down. Like the desert is the most craziest place I think I've ever dug gold because
then all around Death Valley, you have some peaks with quite a bit of elevation to them. I know it snows up at Cerro Gordo, and that's not far from Death Valley.
No, Cerro Gordo is not far. That's not far. It's not far at all.
Oh.
But the thing is about like where I'm at right now, I'm up above Phoenix. I think 2,500 feet above sea level. And then up above us is really high. So up above the plateau, it can snow and freeze. And 5 miles down the hill, we'll never see it. That's the weird. I mean, it's that weird. And then in Phoenix, it can get hot during the day. We don't get hot during the day, and neither does the plateau. So it's kind of weird how it works out here.
Hey, getting some Australian treasure porn in the mail.
Somebody go send you some gold?
It's treasure. Oh, then some gold too. You'll like those, guys.
I like all gold. I don't give it. Hey, it shines. Whether it's in the dark or in the light, it shines gold.
Yeah, and I like all gold too. Small gold, flour gold, nuggets, pickles. I like them all.
Oh, you can't be serious.
Okay, while you're there in font, I'm gonna bring up my screen.
Well, you go ahead because I kind of blew a tire on something, so I'm gonna be back in just a second.
All right, Swifty.
Wait, you listen. You could probably, yeah, you can hear the tire that blew. It's the cheap. Hey, if Y Gold is listening, Y Gold, it's the cheap spotlighters, not my own. He knows what that means. We got a special place where we go get our cigarettes, and he'll actually like give us lighters. but they are some of they like I think he's got them for 50 cents. They are that bad of a lighter. Like if you took this
Jeez.
lighter out to depend on your life in the desert, I would have to shoot you. They are just that bad.
Right. All right, Scott. Sounds good. I'm going to share some treasures that our friend Brad Welsh has found in Australia. I got them queued up.
Yeah, put them on the screen. Let's see them, man.
Well, looks like we have an old gold ring there.
Hey, is it me or did you get a haircut?
No, not yet.
I
It's,
was like, man, I thought your hair was a little longer than that, but maybe not.
you can't see it all. It's pretty long. I'm well beyond 11 inches, so I could. Ooh, that's a cool ring, Brad. You find that underwater with your Nemo?
Hey, are you gonna put it on the gallery so I can see it or what?
You. No, it's on YouTube.
Oh, well, I'm not on YouTube because I'm on your live thing, so
Uh,
I can't see. I thought you were gonna put on your live thing. Never mind.
no, I don't. I run Zoom through my OBS. I don't broadcast like Tim does straight from my Zoom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I don't get all that stuff, so yeah, whatever.
That's a cool ring right there, Brad. Hey, I have some of those. Is that part of, is these part of the stuff that you found in the creek? In the bottle, part of the stuff you sent me? I know you found a lot. Those are Australian large cents. Kangaroos. 1943, 1929. No, separate ones. Okay, okay. And there's another ring. Nice. Bracelet or an anklet. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Now I gotta look at the others. I don't want to show my email because might be sensitive information. Brad's sending a couple more binds. Let
Hey,
me, yeah.
Ed, why am I the only guy on your live feed? I thought you just put the thing. You think there would be more people to get on there?
Um, it is what it is, Scott. I usually during Open Line Tuesday, I don't let them all hop in. Um, it's
I'm
one
just
at a
asking.
time. It's one at a
Uh,
time. So
okay, I just thought I was like,
the
I seen the link and I got off of YouTube. And I was like, I'll just go to the live link.
yeah,
Well,
because like if I had someone pop up in my green room right now, I would let you know, and in a few minutes or a minute, I'd be saying, "Well, Scott, I have someone in the green room waiting to come in. Thanks for joining me."
no,
And
man, I thought it was like a live whole thing, man.
it is a live whole thing, but
No, but I mean, like we have, remember, like we have on the GPS, we have you got multi screens, and everybody's sitting there
yeah,
listening and talking.
well, uh, Tuesday night hangout live's usually not like that. Now,
Okay, well,
all have other lives sometimes where it's like open panel and I try and squeeze them in, but
right.
then at the most I could have 10 at a time because for a show like that I'd use StreamYard and not Zoom and my
You got, dude,
OBS.
you got too much stuff going on, man. I'm just telling you.
Not bad for an old man. Huh.
Well, I'm just saying. Hey, we're all freaking old men on this stuff anymore.
It's a little more treasure porn from Brad, so I'm gonna show that real quick. Look at all that treasure up there. And I can't zoom it in more. There's a bunch of.
That's on your YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to go right back to that YouTube. Bang. And why is your stuff not coming up on my? I hate that.
Oh.
Wait, it's not. It's Flash. Never mind. Flash
In
your
pan.
Yeah, because I did it earlier and put Edmar or Edna Shed. That was not the right one. I'm just saying.
In the shed with it.
Oh, look at that.
But a lot of, and I believe Brad finds these.
Dude, look at those. They say 1 penny.
Yeah, those are the old large cents, 1921. 1921, 1932,
Okay.
1922.
Don't tell anybody about that because Wells Fargo is going to come back and say that was mine. I'm just saying.
There's
on Ed Marvin show.
an 1927 large cent there.
Look at that. Look at it says 1 penny.
Yeah.
That's, you know what? Freaking that. I would love to have that freaking coin. That's just stupid. And what's funny is if you see around the edge, you see the bend up the top. You know that was in somebody's pocket.
Oh yeah. And I believe he found all of these underwater too. Ooh, that's a nice New Zealand 1 penny right there.
That's some crazy stuff, man. 1 penny. 1 penny. That's oh, look at that one. That's got some the one to your right, that's got some patina on it. The 1931.
Oh yeah. Sure, it sure does. It's beautiful. Nice patina. It's got some tokens here. Oh,
you know what's really funny is because look how predominant the words are that's out of the coin. I mean, they really stand out. Like you could trace them with a pencil over the top of paper, and you'll still have 1 penny. You could get everything. That thing was that's when coins were freaking made, like the real good stuff.
That's
wow.
That coin's actually in nice shape. And
well, I mean, most people say, "Well, I can't. It looks dirty." I'm like, "Yeah, it's 1930 freaking one." Hello,
that ain't dirty. That's patina.
That's what I call it.
And too many people clean their coins, which drastically can reduce the value of your coin. And here's a silver coin. That's quite tarnished with a little coloring right there. Someone had made a necklace out of it. Look at those tokens.
They look good.
Yeah, Dream World.
Now wait a minute. See the one you're looking at?
This one?
Yeah. Now you see the 2 hoops on top?
Oh, this one. Yes.
No, the one you were just on, Ed.
Yeah, the silver one.
Well, you're going the wrong way because now I can't see it on YouTube. Back it up.
It will get there. Give it about 10 seconds.
Well, I'm just saying the one that you see in the back, they had the two hoops at the top. Now, if I was to see that, I mean, actually dig it, and I know how thin, like back in the day, necklaces actually were, the chains would have went through those 2 hoops, and that could have been a necklace piece.
Oh, I think it was. I think it had another center loop on it that broke. And that's how he found it because it broke on the necklace.
Yeah, because you would never dig a, I mean, you never have a coin that has ears on it. I mean, you know they're going to get
Oh,
knocked off.
that was made into a necklace, a piece of jewelry. Instead of just drilled, it was actually made into a piece of jewelry.
You know what? I think I'm gonna stick with you on this, and I think you're right. That was actually made into a piece of jewelry because they look like necklace clasps to me.
I think we're right there. Uh, Graveyard Prospecting, how you doing, Mitch? Good to see you, Greg. Hey, you Diver 79. Good to see you. Bacchus. Timothy and Kathy. Good to see Tim Lee Lynch. And Timothy Lynch. Team Lynch BMD, Beach Metal Detecting in the house. Good to see you guys. Thanks for dropping in. I like this token, Brad. Dream World. See, okay, here I'm gonna.
Okay,
You'll be seeing a SeaWorld One Dolphin here in
why,
about 5 seconds.
Ed?
Swippy.
Why is there a token that says no cash value? That's the stuff I used to put in a slot machine. That's like, come on. I know
Well,
it's
they
not.
all
It's not
say
gold.
that, you
Yeah,
know.
but it's not gold. Why would you put a picture on that with it's not even gold? It's not even treasure.
Oh,
It has
sure.
no cash value.
So I have tokens that are worth hundreds. Hundreds.
Well, you better
Eh,
sell them. Hey, you better sell them before the people die that want to collect them. I'm just saying.
I've sold some for hundreds too. Know what's great is when I picked them up for 50 cents, 25 cents, or acquired them for nothing, and then I turn around and sell them for hundreds. Um, I
Yeah,
have a huge token collection, Scott. Huge.
Ed, I got to ask you a question. I don't know how you sell them when it says no cash value on the coin.
That's a gaming token. But hey, everything has the cash value. Everything.
Ed's
Uh,
a good sales guy. Watch out for him.
and everybody collects everything. But check out this one. This one's coming up here in a second. It's SeaWorld One Dolphin. It has a hole in it where they
Okay,
had a loop in it and put on a chain. That
exactly. It's
silver coin with the other two had a third one in the middle, and that one broke. I'd put money on that.
so that was a necklace, though,
They
right?
made that silver coin into a necklace, yes. That coin there's silver. I bet money on it, it's silver.
Oh, wait
And
a minute. Are you betting money on it? You can't.
oh, the
Come
one
on.
I'm showing, have in front of me right now. We're back
You
to
can't
the
bet.
other one. Remember, you're seeing something that's behind.
Yeah, but you can't bet money on it now. Ed's like, well, I could, but could I win? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure, but
All right, maybe you're right. I'm just saying.
lots of coins, lots of
Well, I mean,
coins and
there's a lot of
tokens.
things. There's a lot of things we see as coins these days that are really not what we call actual coins, like the one that said no cash value. Okay,
That's a
that
token.
yeah, it could have been a car wash token for as far as we know.
It's probably amusement token, probably an arcade token.
All right. Well, you know what? I'll give you the value on that because just if it was from a park that's no longer around and a lot of people remember, it could be worth something. But just as a token, I don't know.
That one, Dream World, Queensland, Kamara, Queensland. That's could very well be an amusement park token or an
Well, it says
arcade.
it's now what number? Look, it says SeaWorld.
Well,
Now there's
now you're
only
talking about SeaWorld.
one. I was talking about the one we were looking at before that had the little thing at the top. It says
Yeah.
SeaWorld.
This
Okay, and it
one's,
says
yeah, that one's not, it could be silver, but probably pewter.
no, that's not silver. Come on.
Now the
What'd you
one,
say? What'd you say? Pewter?
yeah,
You know what? I will agree with you on that.
that could be pewter.
Yeah, it's one
Now,
golf.
the one
It's
we,
one golf.
this one here, give it a few minutes, or better not be a few minutes, but give it a few seconds. And
Okay.
you'll see the one we were talking about that I know silver, that had the two little loops soldered to it, and that I thought would have another loop on it.
You know what, Ed? I wanna say you might be right, but I wanna kind of defy you and say that might be lead.
Not this coin I have in front of me right now. I know it's silver.
It's got a lot of lead looking to it, dude.
Or what
Like
are
even
you
the
seeing?
clasps, even the clasps look like lead.
Eh, I think it's silver. Lead don't patina that way.
Yeah, lead does do that.
It
You don't
gets
think
a
so?
really ugly gray. It don't get black.
You know, it's lead. Yes, it gets black if you just rub it under your skin.
I
Like
guarantee that's silver. I bet you I have one of those in my collection.
if you
Here's,
have one, I want to see the one in your collection, big guy.
I probably have one of those in my collection. That's a British coin. That's King Edward's on there.
Okay, well, look at the two that you're looking at right now. They don't look silver. They almost look bronze.
I'm looking at a silver coin right now.
Yeah, I'm following you behind, but you know what I'm saying.
Hey Jim, how you doing? Cottonwood Trails. Tell Scott there are whole token collecting communities. Yeah, I
I'm
know.
not hey, Ed, I'm not saying there's not. I'm just saying really it says no cash value that kind of throws it right into your face. Like it's not from freaking what do you call it? Shit, Coney Island or nothing, from back in the 60s.
Here, I should share my screen while I'm doing this so you can see more of what I'm looking at, Scott.
Yeah. But the only reason why I say that is because I've seen stuff like that at a car wash. I've seen that thing at malls. I've
Well,
seen that thing in
you're
video game
talking
arcades.
about those. Those are car washes. That one's probably an arcade at that place, Dream World. That one, you're
That's a little
seeing
old.
it in real time. That's silver.
I would say you'd have to do
That, no doubt
you'd
in
have
my mind, silver.
yeah, but you'd have to do Ed, you'd have to do the inspection on the picture actually on that particular coin
I'd like to
and find out.
see the reverse on that because that's the obverse there. I'd like to see the reverse, but I am pretty much guaranteed that coin right there that's been turned into a necklace is silver.
You know what? I'd like to find out if you're right because I just the loops up top does not look silver. They look lead.
Brad, that's silver. Hey, Brewers Prospecting, JP Lons and more. How you doing? Deej is in my house. Hi, Deej. Brad will tell us it's silver here in a second.
Hey, I can have Lisa look at it real quick, and she's gonna say no. Well, she's a silver queen. She knows what to look at.
Now that one, that's not silver from SeaWorld. But here's the lights making it
Now look
look
at it.
weird.
Now
But
look, Ed,
there's
that
the
looks
same one.
That
There's
looks
the
gold.
same coin. Oh, it's the lighting.
See,
That's
what I'm
how
saying.
he looked when he found it right there, I'm sure. And there's some more tokens right there, I think.
Man, those are tokens. Those are old as hell.
Yeah.
Hey, is that plastic in the middle?
It looks like paper. It could be. Brad, say something, Brad.
I'm just saying. You know, it's really funny because you see these tokens, and you could have to go to yard sales, and you'll see these tokens. Like they're like, oh, just like some kid stuff. They're like, oh, it's some kid stuff. Yeah, let's just put that in, and they do that, and then it turns out to be freaking $1,000, which is crazy as crap.
Oh, it's amazing what some tokens are valued at. Amazing what some tokens are valued at.
But it's gotta have the value of the place. You know what I'm saying? I can't just make a token up today.
Tokens, and then 5 years later, we're sitting here going, "Oh, those tokens are worth $1,000." You can't do that, man.
Okay, now I have some gold porn for you. I wish these would have been sent in a way where I could actually click through them instead of scrolling around. Okay, I'm gonna put you back on screen share, Swifty.
Are you? Yeah, go ahead.
Well, that way you could see it in real time. Oops. And
all right. I like real time better. Oh, you got to be kidding me right now. That's pretty good nuggets. Folks, that's a nugget, not a picker.
There, you can't see him yet because I did the wrong thing first.
Well, I can see him. I see fingers on a nugget.
I know you can, but they can't. Yeah. I'm trying to find my right screen share.
I'll
go.
flip back to your YouTube. I'm still on
that. If you, they'll be able to see it here soon. There's a nice picker right there, Brad.
A picker? It's called a picker.
I'm sure that's a gram nugget. It's probably
That's a nugget.
A gram and a half, maybe.
Ed, if I could throw that in your head and hit you in the forehead and it hurts, that's a freaking nugget. I'm just saying.
Oh, wow. That is 6.44 grams. That's a nugget.
That's a nugget.
Nice nugget. Ooh, and look at those.
What's really good is because you can see in the nugget, it still has some of the rock formation still stuck in it.
Yeah, I believe that's all the same nugget too.
Yeah, that's a nugget. If I find that, that's a nugget.
I'm just waiting for someone to buy me a ticket to Australia so I could metal detect with Full of Gold and Brad and Terry Marshall and some others.
Have you seen the guys that like you go out metal detecting like you're on my claim. I go 3,000 acres. You're on my claim. Get off, dude. You don't know where you're at in freaking Australia. It ain't like here where you got markers.
I wouldn't be going by myself. I'm not crazy. Well, I might be a little crazy, but I'm not totally dumb.
It would be cool to see you go to Australia, Ed. I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, if you went to Australia, that's going to be your best shows you ever put on. I don't care who you are or where you're at, but that's going to be the best stuff. Because hey, even I will make it in to try. If you're in Australia, I'm going to make it on the show. Trust me. I'm going to come watch it. And it's not really easy for me to do, like to get on the show tonight and stuff like that. But I was like, man, I got home just in time. I was like, I got to look it up. And then I seen Ed was on it. I was like, dang, I got it. I'm on there.
Nice.
Ooh, look at that gold.
Yeah, look at these little pickers.
Those ain't pickers. Those are clankers, man. It's nuggets.
Oh yeah, those are lunkers, all right. Look, you could.
And for you guys out there that don't know what I'm saying, if you could pick up a bullet shell or a bullet, and drop it in a pan, if it sounds the same way, it's a nugget. It's not a picker. A picker is something I just pick up with my two fingers.
Yeah,
and it goes,
they know, we know, and I'm being funny. But there's some quartz in that.
Exactly.
Nice.
See, you know what's really good about that, Ed, is that really gives you a clue. Like, if you see the quartz in the gold, you got to go find, like, you're really close. Go find the quartz. If you find the quartz, you could find those nuggets throughout the quartz.
Yeah, but that's traveled a little ways. Look how rounded it is and beat up.
Well, I'm not saying it's not, but you can always follow it up.
Yeah. Follow it up.
Yeah.
Do some pocket. Look for that pocket.
Yeah.
That's some nice gold there. And I know I have an email from Terry Marshall also, but I have 2 more from Brad, and then I have a couple from Terry Marshall, both from Australia. So we're gonna have a nice Aussie treat of treasure porn for all you treasure porn addicts out there in the FlashFam. Let me get
what stinks out here, Ed, is because you could do that. You test all the way up the river, and then you go out of it, and you have to back because the source is somewhere. But when the source is 6 feet in the sand and you never can find it, that's what sucks.
Yeah, I think we saw this one already with the others, but hey, I'm gonna show it anyway. I did it to you again. I shared it to you, and I didn't get it queued up here. Here it comes,
now,
guys.
That's a picker. That is a picker.
Yeah, a decent picker too.
As I said, that's a picker. When you can pick it up with your fingers and drop it, it sounds like a little tink in your pan. That's a picker.
Yeah,
which those are fun. I actually made Lisa a pair of earrings out of 2 cornflake pickers that I got, and I found them in the same spot, and they look exactly the same. And that I made earrings out of them for her. I'm like, yeah, I got it.
That's
but
cool.
Yeah, that's what I call a picker right there.
Now,
but that last one is a nugget.
here's a picture of what you got to watch out for in Australia, my friend. Here it comes.
Yeah, I don't believe anybody's grabbed that koala bear off the road.
Drop bear! Now I want to know if Brad has ever boxed a kangaroo. Have you ever boxed a kangaroo? I've seen it on YouTube. Boxing roos. I've seen it. I know, huh, Team Lynch? Cute little fella.
Hey, if you can't hit a kangaroo in the balls, you're not boxing him, because that guy will stand on the tail and hit you with both back legs. There's no such. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about the front little paws. They ain't gonna do crap. You gotta worry about the downward stuff.
But
Just
do you
bust him
see
in the
them?
tail.
They look like a little buff meathead, you
Yeah.
know? And like someone who walking out of Gold's gym.
Ed, you got to remember, they jump across everywhere all their life. Yeah, they're gonna look like that.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't. I don't like getting kicked by my cat or a rabbit's back feet, let alone a roo. Are you kidding me? No way. No
Dude,
way.
a kangaroo, they got nails like as long as my fingers,
Oh yeah.
so they can cut you open just as quick. That's why they do it. But yeah, they are some bad ace mofos. I'm just saying.
Terry, I got 2 emails from you, and the one that says gold porn is empty. What? Here it is. Now, Terry Marshall, he's Terry Swifty, right? Swifty? Lefty? Terry
What?
Lefty Marshall. He's been on Opal Hunters, the TV show Opal Hunters, I believe. Lefty, yeah, I got it, Mr. Lodak. But here's a pan full of shiny from him. Let me get that out. Patience, Scott.
Hey, Lisa, does this computer make me look fat?
Oh, really fat. Really fat.
No, she's sitting there. She's just shaking her head like, you son of.
It's not the computer, honey.
That's a nice flash in your pan, Terry.
Not a flash. That's a holy glimmer of hope. Dig more. Dig a lot.
Dig, baby, dig. That was put over the shaker table yesterday. Oh, nice, Terry. Nice.
I will tell you what, if I get that out of a 2-hour dig, I will be digging all night long, and so will the people working next to me, because we are not quitting. If I ever found a pan like that within 2-3 hours, done deal. Just keep digging. Oh, I'm tired. I don't give a shit. You can sleep later.
Here's a story from Brad Welsh. I have given one a clip in the ear once, said. I got into a rubbish bin and it got into the rubbish bin and wouldn't move, so I jumped on its tail. Yeah, then it stood up and the death dance started. I was full of grog, and all I heard in the background was my brother laughing so much he and made me sparring with a 5-foot roo in the dark.
Hey Ed, how long did he dig for that pan?
Terry, how long did you work for this pan? Whatever.
I mean, if it's a whole weekend,
thanks,
I'm like,
Drew.
all right, yeah, you did great. But if you're saying, oh, I got this in 6 hours, dude, you got to get your butt off your freaking rocker.
Well, Terry mines gold during his on season, and opals. Opals during the summer and gold during the winter for a living. That's what Terry does.
All right, not too bad. Does it for a living, just like me. That's great. I like to hear that. But I'm just saying, if he dug that in 2 hours, I was going to say, well, that's really good. If he dug that in a one weekend, like 8 hours, 16 hours, I'm like,
He hasn't said yet. I'll let you know as soon as he tells us how long it took.
Yeah, but it does look pretty good, Ed. I'm just saying. I mean, there's a lot of conglomerates in there. But if you clean it out, I would say that's about probably, I'm going to throw it out there as 3 grams, 3.5, maybe 3.4.
There's nothing really to scale it by.
Yeah, you can, Ed. It's the pan.
Well,
Wait a
if you
minute.
know what size pan that is.
Wait, is that a pan or a centrifuge, though?
It looks like a pan.
I don't know. That looks like a centrifuge. I've never seen a pan with 4 riffles in it and a
Oh,
but
yeah, there's all kinds.
I
Mr.
guess.
Lodak's guessing 7 to 8 grams. Terry.
7 to 8 grams.
How much gold is there, and how long did it take you to get it? I reckon about that. I would love to do it for a living,
Ed,
but a married city gal, so only to do weekends. Terry, you making me jealous, mate. Well done.
Ed, I'm going to say it right now. I'm calling 3.5 grams. There's not, if it's over that, I'm going to call BS. 3.5. And that's giving it a high mark.
I see some chunkies in there.
Well, I see a lot of rocks too. It ain't totally clean gold.
Not yet.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm giving 3 grams. I can see the bull crap in it. That's what I do. That's what I do with Lisa. I was like, oh, look at all these. She goes, oh, that take 2 grams off of it. That's what you really got. Lisa, the old lady doesn't trust gold miners.
Well, gold miners can tell tales just like fishermen,
Well,
should have saw the one that got away.
I said, that looks like 4 grams. She weighs it up and she goes, nope, it's only 2.2. You did it again, you liars.
Did Brad fall out or something? I haven't seen, or Brad's there. I mean, did Terry fall off the map or something? Terry went back in his glory hole. Some nice gold too, Brad. Nice treasures, my friend.
No, it did. Everything looked good tonight. Even the pan right there we were just discussing. I mean, that's pretty good gold, but it's not clean. But you can still see
it's definitely
gold.
not sellable yet.
No, but it's definitely gold. When it gets cleaned out, what I seen, I would say maybe 2.5 to 3.6 grams, maybe. And I'm going to push that over the top on 3.6. But anyway.
GoPro Unlimited guesses 5 grams. Brad Welsh, no, gotta be 6 plus, easy. Mr. Lodak saying 7 to 8 grams.
Oh my God, Lodak, what are you?
Still, it is, Craig. No, it is beautiful
Lodak
gold.
should know gold, and that's bull crap. What he just said. I don't care who you are. He is bullshit. 7 grams. Good Lord.
Yeah, they can tell tales, Ed, but when you take photos, the proofs is in the pudding. If we go fishing, we gotta take a photo for proof, or you didn't catch it, right?
Hey, I'm just telling you, my backer always says, if I say, "Oh, it's 4 grams," she goes minus 2 grams, and that's what you got. That's the way she puts it. And she's been around for a long time, and I'm like, oh, I hate you really being right sometimes, but it looked like more in the pan. But when you actually get it cleaned out and you weigh it up, it's pretty much what she says.
And AU Diver says, I'll go with 4.5. This is fun.
You know what? I'm going 3.2 to the exact when he gets it cleaned.
Well,
3.2. That's my thing. I said 3.2 grams.
Terry ain't
That's it.
here yet, or he left. I don't know. I asked him for the weight, and maybe he lost Wi-Fi or something. I don't know. He could be out in the bush or something for all
All
I
right.
know.
Well, you know what? I'm just going to say one thing, Ed. I'm not canceling anybody out what they got. I'm just saying, you know what? Weigh it up and we'll see. But I actually like to try to get right there because I know what I'm seeing, and I want to be that guy because when I'm out testing and I see it and I test it and I pan it out, I'm like, I want to know where I'm at.
Now,
So,
Caleb, Full of Gold, which is another Australian friend of ours. He's a serious detectorist prospector. It's pretty dirty, but I'd say around 3 grams. Brad said about, David Villa says, Brad said about 6 or 7 grams. But that was Terry Marshall's gold, not Brad's. Good night, Deej. Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks, buddy.
Have a good one, hun. Sis. I think he's weighing it up right now. He could very well be weighing it up right now. It came off his shaker table last night or yesterday.
What I seen, I'm thinking 3.2 to 3.5 grams from what I seen in that pan. That's what I'm going with. I'm not taking the big rocks because we ain't weighing the rocks. It ain't happening like that. But I'm saying what the gold I seen, I'm thinking 3.2 to 3.5. Now, if it's over that, good deal. But I can see what it is. I can see what I know what I do. I tell Lisa it's 4 grams, it's 2 grams.
Well, that's because Lisa knows you, Scott.
Yeah, you got that right. But I know gold too. I know what gold looks like in a pan. By the way, Ed, that screws me up a lot of times. Never teach your old lady how to weigh gold. You're in it. Deal with it. She goes, oh my God, take me out of this conversation. I'm like, no, you're not out of it.
See how he is, Lisa. See how he is. Throws you under the bus.
Check it out, man. I wore a different shirt for you tonight, buddy.
What does that logo say? Yeah, you don't look like Mr. Clean, but Manny's kid does. And little Mr. Clean in the background.
Well, Lisa knocked his hat off with there's a lot of things going on back here you don't even know. But yeah, it's hard to keep these 3 mannequins. It's not the funniest thing I've ever been in, but it's like the weirdest. So
believe me, Swiftwater, it's funny from all of our end.
Well, yeah, I guess because you guys sent it to me, you jackasses.
Beep, 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 beep. Hey,
what? I was talking about a donkey. There's no bleeps in that.
I think it was funny, and I didn't have nothing to do with it. But I thought it's funny.
Yeah, you think it's funny, Ed? I'll bring Lisa up here and talk to you, Cameron, and she'll tell you how funny it is. Yeah, it's not that funny to her.
Really?
She's over there going bleep 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 bleep. She does not like Manny, Minnie, and Mona.
Really?
Or the dog.
You have a dog mannequin over there too?
Yeah, he's right here. Dude, it was a leather dog. It was sent to me. Like, it's a leather dog. Like, dude, it's leather. No, that's I guess that was Ringo, but anyhow, yeah, we keep getting stuff sent to my house, and I'm like, quit sending stuff.
Sorry, Ed, I didn't answer. Here's Terry. Sorry, Ed, I didn't answer before. I'll send it another email to you that was just in 5-liter bucket. Just in one 5-liter bucket. Oh wow.
Okay, what does that mean? I mean, I might be stuck behind, but I don't understand what the hell that means.
Well, they don't use the proper weight and measurements down under. They use that metric crud. So
it's a troy ounce, man. It's 31 grams. It's easy.
No, he's gonna send another picture. That was in 5-liter bucket. L for liter, I take it. You know, that's the material ran from a 5-liter bucket, little under a 5-gallon bucket.
All right.
And I just sent one more.
If they got that much gold, in a 5-gallon bucket, you better be digging it now until you die.
That's what he does.
I'm just saying, if you go out every week and get that, Ed, seriously, I'd be driving a Ferrari around, and I don't even like a Ferrari. Holy moly! Come on, man.
I think that's globally with precious metals, Brad. I had an argument at a guy at work one time a few years back because I was talking weights and measures in precious metal, right? Troy ounce, 31 grams.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, a gram is 16, or an ounce is 16 grams. And I'm like, no.
It's not weed ounces. It's freaking troy ounces.
I'm like, it isn't an ounce. It isn't an ounce. It's troy ounce. Look at it. Before you argue with me, Lance, look it up.
Hey, that's you know what? That's the only way I have, like, dude, I will know you from Sunday when you go, no, it's only 28 grams. I'm like, no, it's troy ounce is 31 grams. What you've been doing your whole life is 28 grams. So
yeah, 28.
Now I know who you are.
See, and I even said it wrong. I just said 16. But,
it's 28, 21.
28 grams, right. For a normal ounce, 28 grams. Normal ounce.
It's called a 2-finger.
They use that weight and measure for more than just herb, Swifty. We know where your mind's at, huh?
What? I got parsley.
Safety meeting.
I got a lot of stuff I sell.
Here's Brad sent this in and wants to guess the weight.
I'm telling you, it's 3.2 to 3.5.
No, different person, Scott. Different
Oh,
person.
I thought you were
Different
talking about
person. This is from Brad Welsh. The other one was from Terry Marshall. Both Australians. I'm gonna put it over there and then I'll share it to your screen, Swifty. So
Yeah, but I'm just saying those last pictures. On the last one's in the pan. I'm still thinking, oh, you get that's like what 0.7.
I
Yeah,
would say that's 6.44.
nope, 0.73. 0.73 of a gram.
I think I already saw that nugget on a scale.
Then you are cheating, Ed.
Well, I think we all saw it. I
No,
think
I'm.
it's the
You know what?
same
If I just looked
nugget.
at,
I think
if
it's
I
the
looked at that
same
right
nugget.
now, if I looked at that right now, Ed, I'd say 0.7 a gram.
The next one will tell the truth. Okay, we have, what do you say, Swifty?
0.7.
So you say barely over a half gram, 0.7.
Yep.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 2.4.
Are you crazy?
Oh, I can be. We have 4.1.
And wait a minute. Is that is that hand?
4.4,
Now wait a minute, Ed.
3.9,
Ed.
0.7,
Ed.
6.44.
Ed, you got to answer me one thing. Is that a man's hand or is that a little girl's hand?
That's a man's hand.
It's okay. 1.3.
1.3.
Yep, I'll go 1.3 on that one.
Okay, he changes. 1.3. I'm not cheating. Robert DePotty says 6.44.
Six. What the hell?
Well, if it's the one I saw earlier when we were going through pictures, it kind of looks like the same nugget, but from a different angle. Here, let me get. I don't want people seeing my email inside my email box, so I gotta queue it up. The next one, the proof is in the
You got to
next
queue it up.
picture.
Is that what it is?
Queue it up.
You got to queue it up. Is that what it is?
Okay, it isn't the one I saw before. It's
Hey,
queued up.
are you queuing it up? Is that what you said? You're going to queue it up.
Queuing it up like a DJ queues up a record. Yes.
Okay,
Queuing it up.
I'm trying to figure out where you're at because I'm getting ready to go outside and smoke.
Here, just wait. Just wait. We're right there. I just gotta share it in Zoom for you. You were off. I was pretty close though. 2.4. That's 2.04. Nice, Brad. 65 grams. Changed my mind. 65. Chris, how you doing? Death Spader, how you doing? Good seeing you, Goat. Brad Hayden, how you doing? Rocky Mountain Prospector. Gold Hunter 77's in the house. Good to see you all. When I clean it up and dry it, I'll let you know how much it weighs. Sound good, Terry. Sounds good. I'm doing all right. Brad, I'm doing all right. That's a nice little picker. I'd pick that up all day.
Yeah, but that's not bad, Ed.
No, not bad at all.
No, I
Nice,
mean, I
nice
said
nugget.
1.7. It's 2.4. That's pretty damn close if you're just looking at something on somebody's hand. So,
Yeah.
but
And I
2.4, there's got to be some rock in it. That's not all gold.
2.04.
You got to remember, we're out here in Arizona. We're critical. We don't. If we see any rock in your stuff, no, you're not getting that stuff. It is what it is. It's a gram.
Most buyers like buying clean gold. Clean. But,
well, like I said, out here, you never get clean gold. There's no such thing as clean gold in here.
well, you have a lot of copper and silver.
No, that's if you go north.
Well, you have a lot of silver in southwest Arizona.
Yeah, but believe it or not, Ed, down
or
here,
southeast Arizona.
if you get this gold tested, we get it fresh out of the ground, and I get it tested. It's 22.7 to the pure. It's crazy stupid, but it's almost like Alaska. It's 22.7.
Sure, your mouth will drop at this one. This ring, your mouth will drop at this one. Here.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay, somebody's cheating. That's more than a nug. That's a bolter.
That's a lunker. That's for sure, man.
Yeah, he's not going to tell you where he found it. I can damn sure guarantee that. Because holy cow, that's a good man. I would go back and I would just slow hunt like you would not believe. Because if there's that one, there's more.
It has some brothers and sisters around somewhere.
That's freaking good.
GoPro Unlimited, 1 gram. That one's more like a couple of ounces.
No, if I was going to look at that, I'd say it's about. I'd say an ounce 0.4, ounce 0.5, maybe. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But hey, I'm just saying. I know if you drilled that up. Wait a minute. You know what? Let me re-guess that.
I'm gonna say 3.5 ounces.
No, I'll go 2.3.
2.3 ounces, and I said
yes.
3.5.
Yeah, I'll go 2.3 on that one.
How much did that weigh, Terry?
It's 3 fingers
Brad's
wide.
saying 1.3 ounces. GoPro Unlimited's 4.2 ounces. Hobo Rob Prospecting, hello.
Yeah, I'm going to say
3.2 ounces by Gold Hunter 77, 1.8 ounces by Death Spader.
I'm going to stick by my original vote.
Terry must be busy because I'm not getting. In my area, get up to 97% gold, Terry Marshall says.
Well, I mean, you can see a little rock in it. There's a little something else in it. I know what it weighs, but if gold weight, I'm still thinking what I'm thinking.
Don't worry, went out the next weekend. 3D ground scanner. I bet when you found that. How much did this nugget weigh, Terry?
Come on,
Look
Terry,
at the shadow on that thing. I know it's casting a big shadow, Gold Hunter. casting a big shadow. Big shadow. Big shadow. I'm waiting
I'm
for.
curious because I think
I'm curious too.
I think
Just over 3 ounces.
Oh,
Bam! Bam! Yeah.
yeah, but now wait. You got to remember though. You see the rock in it. There's
Yeah,
sediments in there.
but that's okay.
Well,
What's
I'm
the
just saying, if you take that out, I'm thinking like right out of the bat,
uh
2.5 ounces.
that thing sells over spot anyway by a
Well, yeah,
lot.
it's a necklace.
Yeah, big necklace. Nice, Terry.
I love it. Ed goes,
Nice.
yo, big necklace.
I'm just saying,
Yeah, you put that around your neck. Lisa love you long time.
We love you long time, Scott.
if you got that around your neck, you get robbed a long time too. Yeah, we're not doing that.
That's beautiful, Terry. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a good piece of freaking gold. I'm telling you. Yeah. Now wait, you find out about metal detector? Yeah.
Yeah. And now we have another one from Brad. Ooh.
You know what's funny? Because Ed, this is no. You can ask Rob. That is one of the reasons I will not allow a metal detector on my claims.
What?
No,
you
I do
need,
not.
You need
I
to
do
take
not.
your detector out on your claim.
That's what I'm saying. I do not allow. If somebody wants to come out and dig gold, yeah, you can dig gold wherever you want. I don't care.
Right.
But if you got a metal detector,
talking
you're not
about
coming out.
someone outside of the claim circle to
Exactly.
come with the detector. Yeah, that
I don't know. I don't
understand.
mind. I don't mind anybody that wants to come on the claim and dig gold. That's great. But if you get a metal detector, you're off, because that piece of gold I might have found 4 years down the road. I don't know.
Right.
But I don't want somebody to get just looking for a big hunk of metal, and all of a sudden you find a big gold nugget, and then I'm out $9,000. No, that's not going to happen.
Okay, this next photo is by Brad Welsh, also Australian. Next photo. This photo coming up is a nugget that was found by a mate. His first time out, couldn't tune his detector in, only to find out it was a find of a lifetime, I'd say. Here it comes, Swifty. I'm going to share my screen with you in Zoom so you see everything in real time instead
All
of
right,
like.
that's cool.
Look at that.
Oh,
I
that's
did it
sick.
again. Look at that. Just look. Now that's still crystalline too. Man,
You know what?
find that reef, Brad. Find that reef.
That is the best. I want to say it's kind of weird because that is not like things you would stick on a necklace. But if you stuck that on a necklace, that is an actual gold specimen. That would be
Yeah.
worth more than anything like just a gold nugget with nothing in it. Look, he's got quartz and everything. You put a loop through that top, man, that thing's worth $5,000. That's what I call a nugget. That is the real stuff right there.
Rocky Mountain Prospector Brad Hayden says, "Hell yeah, looks like an owl turd, kind of."
Yeah, that's like I said. That's a cool. That would be a cool freaking. That's a specimen piece if I ever seen it. And me and Lisa's all about we got specimens all through the house. You wouldn't even believe it. But that right there, that would be a cool specimen.
Brad was sluicing when his buddy found that. 5+ ounces. Dang. Now,
That's a chunk of gold.
yeah.
I'm just saying that.
Holy tamale. Holy smokes. Now, I believe Terry Marshall sent in, Terry Marshall sent in something else, I believe. No, okay. He says, yes, it was my first nugget I found metal detecting, and I sent a video too, Ed. Okay.
Oh my God. That's the first nugget he found. He is spoiled now. Everything he finds, like, that's a picker. he ruined himself on the first freaking nugget hunt. Oh, that's great.
Okay, I have to download it.
You know, if he finds anything bigger than that, it's going to be excitement. But everything for the next, 19 years, he's not going to find nuggets that big unless he's in the right spot. But I'm telling you, if he finds nuggets that big, that's going to be cool. That's going to be really cool.
Okay.
Man, if I found that in my sluice box, I would just be making a video crapping myself. I'm just saying.
Okay, now I have to see if I can share that. Okay. Is it gonna let me play it? Well, cracky.
Sorry, I'm such a bad pedal.
Okay.
You got that going, Ed?
Yeah, I just hope me trying to open it isn't. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Let me get it over, transfer it over. I'm gonna share the screen again with you, Swifty.
Hey, go ahead, bro.
And well, that way you see it same time I do, right?
All right,
I
we're
gotta
good.
hide this
See,
thing.
that's just crazy. Come on. Man, I wouldn't be putting that in my hand. I'd be putting that in my fingers right beside my face. I found it. I would never put it in my hand like that. But that's cool, man. That is a big chunk of freaking look.
Can
Now
hear Terry breathing hard. I'd be more than breathing hard. Hey, Lefty, you bet you. Look at that smile. Yeah.
So what's that? Penny right on the 3 ounces, is it?
Man, I'll tell you what. That's just I don't know. Would I really tell you? I mean, it would make a great video, but would I say where I was at? Because you know
Hell
what?
no, I wouldn't say where I was at.
Ed's like, hell no. You were out there.
Hell no.
But I think he's in, like, just looking at the background. That's California somewhere. I'm gonna say.
Australia.
That's in Australia
Yes, sir.
with all that green grass.
Australia has green grass, believe it or
Well, yeah,
not.
they have green grass in certain places, Ed, but not
Well,
always
you
where you're
know,
digging.
Australia's a big country with more than one state. Western Australia is kind of dry. The outback's kind of dry, but if you're on the eastern side, it's pretty lush. What's that?
Yeah, but
Oh,
that's a pretty good piece of gold, brother.
yeah, it is. Nice,
Yeah.
Terry. Nice. Uh, We have these Aussies are, man, if I go to Australia, I'm throwing away my passport. Ooh, oh my
See,
God.
you say the same thing when I do when Lisa goes, "Hey, you want to take a trip to Hawaii?" I'm like, "Dude, if I get out there, I don't know if I want to come back or not." And I like, "Oh, white people ain't white." I don't give a crap. I can live off the sea. I can live off the land. I can live off people. I don't care. I will make it.
Want to see some, Aus not Aussie gold, but some Kiwi gold?
Wait a minute. Where's Kiwi
Ooh,
from?
New Zealand.
Yeah, let's check it out, man.
Kiwi gold.
Uh-huh.
I'd love to go dredging in New Zealand.
Well, you know what? If it's that great, how come they haven't made a show from it yet?
Because they're smart.
Oh, look, yeah, those are now that's like, dude, that's well. Okay, you got two nuggets. That's way down the creek. I don't care. That's been
Yeah,
smashed,
those
and
two.
crashed. And then you look at the other one. That's like maybe I'd say 7 football fields been crash bashed. It's not. It's still. Yeah,
I
that's funny.
thought I had another, but yeah, that one's traveled quite a bit from its source. Same
Oh
with
yeah,
that one. That one you could still see some crystalline on
it ain't crystalline. It's just never been. It's never been smashed.
it. Oh, it hasn't been too pounded yet, but
I know, but if you look where your arrow's at right now. You see those flat spots? That's actually when it traveled and it hit something. But if you look at the rest of it, that's a chunk. That means that was eroded from one rock and got dropped out and didn't go that far. It's not that far. Because gold is soft, it's soft as soft. And if it goes down 500, 600 feet or 600 yards, 6 football fields down a creek, it's going to get crashed. It's going to catch up in a crack, and it's going to look like the other ones. The water, it's going to smash it.
whoops.
You know, 'cause
I didn't
I got it.
watch.
I got a different perspective on things when I look at gold like that. But it's just what I look at, and I see, and I've seen, and people's told me how close or how far or this and that, and I always keep that in my memory. And I got a tiny book in my head.
Oh, it's been beaded, but you could still see some of the crystalline in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's fresh out of the host rock.
Yeah,
You got a couple flat pieces where it might have hit something, and then it stopped. Dude, walk up.
It didn't. I agree with you. It didn't travel nowhere near as far as those other ones did.
Exactly. Oh yeah, exactly.
Nowhere near. Nowhere.
So I mean, if I was seeing that, Ed, I'm just like, I got to go up the creek just a little bit, a little pan here, a little pan there, a little pan here, a little pan there. Hey, when you run out of the gold, back up.
Right.
When you find gold, start again. Hey, that's where you're going to find your best nuggets.
Well,
that's like a lot of people. That's like a lot of people think on on the mountains and stuff like that. You got to think about it. You know, you get the alluvial, the
alluvial fan. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's gold in it. Okay,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
great. But what the Spanish did is they took that and they had so many people digging gold. Where they found the strongest parts, they concentrated on the star and they followed up and they boom. They come to the source.
Some of our Washingtonian friends up around Blewett Pass and Liberty area. Liberty, Washington is very well known for their crystalline gold. And the pocket hunters, they'd go tell it peter out, then they move up and they trace it back to like a triangle.
Yeah. It's a triangle. You're exactly right.
And then they dig down and find a pocket or outcry, uh, bedrock, with the host rock with
Like
the vein that has eroded away and went back out
that's
of
yeah,
the
exactly.
elements.
That's what I'm saying. The Spanish back in the day were so good because they had so many people. I don't want to call them. They might have had slaves. I don't want to throw it down that road, but anyway, they went across the mountain that was producing gold, and they went so far, and then they dug up, and they went so far in. If it was more on the left, more on the right, they moved, and they went up again. And by the time they got to the point, there's the source, and they dug the source. They ate that stuff up like that because we don't have that manpower today. But if you did, if you could have 50 guys come out and freaking, if you're finding gold, you go up and all of a sudden the right gets less, but the left's looking good, move over. And then the left's looking a little bit worse than what they were, but this side's looking really good.
Stay
Great,
over
move
there.
up. And then
Move up.
yeah, bam.
Continue till you get to the source.
Exactly
Frank
right.
Looters 8, how you doing? That guy Looters 8 Treasure Hunter, he finds some awesome bottles. Awesome.
Dump digger. He's a dump digger.
Hey, there's treasure in those dumps. There's bottles worth hundreds.
You
Thank
gotta find
you.
the blue bottles to make it happen, baby.
Thank you very much for sharing your gold porn and your other treasures, Brad and Terry. Greatly appreciated. Scott, thanks for dropping in and hanging out with me tonight, man.
Hey, I got here in time. I told you I was upset about when Brian was on. I didn't get here in time. I was like, I got here and Brian's like, see you later. I was like, son of a so it didn't work out. But yeah, I'm glad I got here tonight and got a chance to come on. I love coming on and seeing. I mean, now I'm on your YouTube thing because I got the channel. I didn't see anybody else come on, but anyway, yeah, it's always been it's always a good time with you, Ed, and it's fun, and you guys, you support our channel and we support yours, and that's the way things roll. So
yeah, GPS and I've had a good relationship for a long time, just like your channel and GPS for a
yeah,
long time.
we just keep saying you're as ugly as we are, so we're good.
Hey, we're in good company then.
That's right.
A couple of ugly mother puckers. So
anyway, hey, it's been good. Hey, I got supper going on. I'm going to leave you guys off.
yeah,
Guys,
it's that
everybody's
time.
dead.
I'm gonna be closing her up here soon. Like right now, pretty much. Thanks again for joining us, Swifty.
I want to tell you one thing, Ed. Like I say in my videos, and this is a lesson to everybody: get out there and start digging gold before gold in there start living. So we'll get there.
Yes, sir. Jason the Mason, the Flower Gold Wizard, next week with Rose Nose Treasure for my guest co-host. Until next, don't forget.
Is he a placer miner or no?
Yeah. Flower Gold Wizard. Cool. He does a lot on Lake Superior. Getting that flower gold. Don't forget Prospectors Radio on YouTube and over at goldprospectorspace.com. Great people. I'm one of them. Swifty's one of them. Mr. Lodak and GoPro Unlimited and many more. 7:30 Eastern Standard Time over at prospectorsradio.com. Spreaker, iHeartRadio, and others, along with here on YouTube. You could find us in the chat here and at goldprospectorspace.com. Become a member. Let them know Flash in Your Pan sent you. Until next time, may you always have a flash in your pan, and you never know. Maybe one day, too, we'll meet you on the river. But you know what? Scott's hungry, and
Good night, gold diggers.
right. Good night, gold diggers. And we're out of here. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.